Just this month, but every day of the year. We wouldn't be here without you. I'm your host, Robin Wall. Mike Mezak is joining us with Coin Collector. And boy, we have a jam-packed show this morning. Really, Mike? We have coins. We do.
It's Coin Collector.
I went up an octave. And you know what? We have some brand new pieces we're going to be sharing with everybody. We have a showstopper. And I was really excited. And I know Mike in particular was talking about the Explore and Discover set.
Very cool.
That's brand new.
US Mint first.
Okay. Oh, it is?
When we get to that. It's the first time the government has ever issued a blank planchet. Okay, we'll get to that. I'll show it to you. It's very cool.
And it comes with some unique packaging as well.
Packaging, that's right.
Yeah,
and
so stay
certified, very limited edition. We'll get to that.
All right, so stay tuned. That's coming up. We have other brand new items we'll be sharing with you. I'm excited. The peace dollars are back. We haven't had those in quite some time. So those are finally back in stock. I think after like 8 months, we have 3 different years there. But we're going to jump into the Barbie coin. Now, first and foremost, when we think about coin collecting, we would not think there would be a coin for Barbie, but there is. It is one of the hottest selling toys of all time. Such an iconic figure, Barbie. This is celebrating the 60th anniversary. It's a colorized silver coin. It's $129.95. It is on 3 flexible payments this morning of $43.32. But Mike, when we talk about limited editions, this is minimal. This is small.
They only made 5,000 of these for worldwide distribution.
Okay.
We have a very, very tiny quantity of that because we've been, you know, longtime distributors of a lot of these specialized coins. You know, we do Disney and we do Big Bounce and we do all those, but Barbie is kind of a really special, particularly given the 60th anniversary that they've done of that, where they've done this incredible case that comes with that. That's the iconic Barbie motif that you're going to have.
Retro.
That's very retro.
I like her little ponytail.
And that's right. And then of course, you know, this lights up when you open it up, and
Mike,
it's like a compact.
This is as close as I get to bathing suit season.
Yeah, that's right.
Mike's like TMI. I don't want to hear about that.
Right.
But look how cute she is in her black and white bathing suit.
That's right. Now, that's important because the very first Barbie that was ever made and issued wore that bathing suit. That was this is what it was. Barbie #1 is this right here.
That was literally her outfit.
That was literally her outfit right there. 60 years ago when it was finally released. And like I said, so it's done in solid silver. You got the specialized packaging that you're going to have here with the compact with that lights up. So, I mean, you know, it is incredible. And then from a coin standpoint, only 5,000 coins issued. So if you had a US silver dollar with only 5,000 coins issued, you could add 1 or even 2 zeros to that price of $129.95. We have a very limited quantity remaining out of our original allocation. Like I said, only $129.95. 1 ounce pure silver, comes with the specialized packaging, incredibly limited edition with the collector box, once again in that black and white motif as well.
And you can see, I mean, honestly, the coin is really spectacular, but the packaging is over the top. I mean, you know, with Barbie, I mean, look at the black and white. You can see the compact right in there. Kind of retro, very vintage, kind of that 1950s glamour, the black and the white. It's just really stunning. And then we'll look down here. That is your coin. I love the way it lights up. Look how it's surrounded by those pink crystals. For any daughter in your life, for anyone who loves Barbie, this is that heirloom collectible. And this is really nice because maybe it's your daughter and you love to sit down and play Barbies. This is one of those coins that you can give her, you can put in her hope chest, and it's precious metal, right, Mike?
Yeah, now it's pure silver in there as well. Incredibly limited edition from a numismatic standpoint. Great collectibles, what we have in final quantity.
That's right. We only have a little over 200 available. 655-423 is your item number.